Welcome to what I'm starting as a new series called Watch Garrett Get Drunk and Build Something Cool. Where should we start? Well, here's where we're going to start. Aulick belt trailers, the ultimate model. We got the classic version with the break in the side, kind of the squared off look. The modern version, nice curved or rolled sides. As you can see, two different paint options. So, start at the beginning. What do you get in a kit? So here's what the kit gives you. 42-foot 2-axle frame, the body, the tarp frame, the end gate, and a rear bumper. Other options available in the store. You want to add the wheels and tires, there is options. So if you want the chrome or the white wheels, 2-hole, 5-hole, whatever, those are all options available in the store. Another option is mud flaps. Do you want to add mud flaps? Great, there's options. There's the 3D printed 2 and 4 across the back, or you can buy the DCP version, black with the chrome tips on the end. All of that available in the store. First step is to go through and cut out all these support rods for printing. So you got 2 rows of them. This top row here, this lower row. If you look, the very bottom, there are actual bars on the bottom that help with alignment on assembly. You can cut them out if you want. It'll just leave little gaps on the trailer so they line up with these marks here. Now you will also notice all these pinholes for alignment and pinholes on the bottom side of the body. Honestly, because of paint and tolerances, I just cut all those off with the Dremel as well. I leave these support bars here in the middle, the 3 bars, so that way the trailer will look smooth when you're done. But I cut off all these alignment pins and all these support rods. So let's cut those out, Dremel them, sand them smooth, ready to go. There we go. Can you guys see the Dremel marks in there? Smoothing up all the burrs from cutting out all those support rods. Now that everything is prepped and ready, you got a choice to make. Are you going to go with the black and white color scheme, or are you going to go the aluminum? I'm going to show you how to do the black and white because the aluminum's pretty simple. You just paint everything with aluminum, glue it together, and you're done. Black and white, we got a couple different steps. So, first step, you're going to shoot the body with white, the tarp frame with aluminum, and you're going to spray the end gate with aluminum. I thought I had something there. I don't. Moving on. Body has now been shot with the gloss white all over the sides. End gate has the aluminum everywhere. Tarp frame, aluminum everywhere. So now our tarp frame is done, ready for assembly. The end gate and the body need taped off. So the end gate has the tarp extension taped off. So now it's ready for black. The body, I've found for best results in painting, tape off clear from the back frame to the very front. Maybe even cover these front corners. Now it's ready for black as well. So I'll shoot both of these with flat black so they will match the frames. Well, I'm not going to lie. Spicy Sprite time. For 2 reasons. One, because it's November. We are well inside of whiskey time, so spicy Sprite to end the day sounds like a good idea. But 2, because I'm absolutely terrified to unwrap these because I realized I skipped a step after it was too late to fix it. Normally, after applying the tape, I will shoot another coat of white paint. Why? Because I use that white paint to kind of seal the edges of the tape. So that way when I shoot black, that white is already there as a buffer and the black doesn't seep in. I'm terrified to open these. The tailgate, I've never done it where I respray the aluminum just because you get minimal seepage in the corners. You touch it up with a little aluminum paint from Hobby Lobby. you're good to go. But white, that's a whole different story, and I am terrified because, like, there, I can see gaps in the tape. I'm not hopeful for what this is going to look like. And I did 4 trailers this way as an order. The other 3 are over there. I did 4. But let's see what we got. Holy shnikes. Look at that. Beautiful paint lines. Holy crap. I hope the other ones are that good. This little bit of smear here is from my hand. Even the in-gate. The in-gate turned out beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I do believe part of that is using the right tape. I've fallen in love with this 3M tape. We use it on the farm for paint projects. I really like it. Now the next step, all the hand painting. So this style of trailer, this whole square here in the back is black. The rear fenders are black, the front fenders are black, and you've got a stripe here down the front of black. So I will paint all that by hand now. Now that your detail painting is done, it is time for assembly. You may need to do a little bit of sanding and filing to get it to fit right, but the frame should fit very snugly into the body. Like, it should be smooth all the way around. Got the 2 axles put on. Next, add the in-gate. Okay, so your in-gate has these already pre-drilled holes. Those are going to go on the studs. You may need to drill those out slightly, kind of clean some paint out of them essentially, to get them to fit over the studs. Okay, so the in-gate is in. Should have full movement, be able to hold itself in place, as long as you don't drill those holes out too much. So, tarp. Now the way these tarps are designed, they are way too long, so that way they can be kind of trimmed to fit. So if I can get, this is hard to do one-handed. Either way, so they will fit snugly around, there we go. We're pretty close there. But as you can see, we are overlapping the in-gate. So both ends need to be trimmed back a little ways to give clearance for the in-gate. So this side, you'll just trim normally. This other side, see how it's notched? You'll want to continue that notch. So whatever you take off of the outside, take off of the inside, and it allows clearance for the in-gate. There you go. Tarp frame installed. Now, in theory, the trailer is finished. Congratulations, you made it to the end. I want to kick it up another notch, though. We're going to add some detail painting. Start there. So, added a little detail painting. A little orange, a little red, a little silver. Just gives it a nice little pop. Makes it look a bit more realistic. Then the other thing I did was add rear mud flaps. Just, once again, another nice little touch. Now, that trailer is ready to go. Let's hop over to the computer, show you where to find everything on the website. So you can do this on your own, as I showed you. Fairly straightforward and simple. So step 1, you're going to just type in lazyffarmtoys.com. If by chance you are one of the random like 1%, and I mean 1%, that when you type that in, you get like a page under construction. Type in the full website, lazyffarmtoys.myshopify.com. That's where lazyffarmtoys.com redirects to. Every once in a while someone goes, hey, your website's broken. And I go, no, your internet browser is broken. So here, I typed in lazyffarmtoys.com, automatically redirected me to the full website. Ain't that a cool picture? Okay, so you got a couple options. We got the catalog or the categories. I just recently added categories. Let's go to there. Belt trailers, one of the first categories. Weird. Who thought B was at the start of the website? Or start of the alphabet. Wow, it is way too late in the night to be making this video. But we're just going to run with it anyways. So, belt trailer. We are working on the 42-foot curved model. There's the angled, 48-foot angled, 48-foot curved. Obviously, we're missing a lot of new models here that I haven't added to the website yet. But that's neither here nor there. 42-foot curved side. Come on. So, $60. This is a kit, not a finished model. This is a shelf model, not intended for play. Tires sold separately. Now, why in the hell would you sell the tires separately? One, for model builders such as myself, when you go shopping for stuff like this, you don't need to buy tires because you already have a supply of tires. But two, for those of you who don't do this regularly that want to give it a try, it gives you the option. So by not including the tires here, you get the choice. You get to pick the chrome DCP wheels. I say chrome because it's just paint on plastic. Like I put on the trailer I've been building in this. Those are the chrome DCP wheels. Or you can do the white, like steel wheels. That's what they're representing. The 2-hole bud or the 5-hole bud. Those are both options as well. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to go ahead and add this to our cart. Real simple right there. Then in the search bar, just speed this up. We're going to type in tire. So here's your options of tires. So there's the 5-hole, the white steel look. Chrome singles. That is not super singles. That is just the outer dual like you would find on a Nebraska spread. There's the 2-hole steel wheel buds. Or chrome. I want to do chrome because that's what we did. So there you go. $7 an axle. I'm going to stop it right here and say, yes, I agree. $7 an axle is absolutely ridiculous. But DCP jacked up the price of wholesale, and unfortunately, by the time I get them to me, my old cost that I sold them at was less than my new cost just to get them to here. So by the time I add some markup so I can make some money off of putting this in the box, $7 is what you got. I don't like it either. I want to go back, but price went up. I don't know what to tell you. Price went up for me, so unfortunately, here's economics. The manufacturer raises the price. The wholesale and retail is going to raise the price to the consumer. Glad we had this econ lesson. I need another beer. Anyway, to get back to it. So we need 2 axles because we did the 42-foot 2-axle version. Add that to the cart. And I want to add the mud flaps. $3. Add that to the cart. We're going to go over to the cart. Boom! $3 mud flap. $14 an axle. $60. $77 total for the kit. Then you got to add shipping on top of that. That's going to be another $5-10, whatever it works out to. And I understand that. That's a lot of money for a kit. But, as you can see over my shoulder, at the number that I've built, I've got a long waiting list, and if you want to add another decent chunk of change, let's just call it that, because the price is always changing based on what the hell's going on with printing. If you feel like paying the extra, you can contact me directly to have me build you one, but just keep in mind, I don't work for free. It's a whole lot easier and a whole lot cheaper for you if you take this on yourself. Now, I just lined out the whole steps on how to do it yourself. It's really not that complicated. Just take your time, do it right. You'll be fine. If you have questions, you know where to find me. But for now, I'm going to sit back, watch this Bronco game. Hopefully they keep winning. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.